Hello my foodie friends, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Karen. Today I'm going to be making for you a lemon blueberry galette. Now that is just a rustic tart made with fresh blueberries and lemon. It's so easy to make. It'll impress your friends, but you don't have to tell them how easy it is. So let's get cooking. So let's begin with our lemon blueberry filling. We're going to need 3 cups of fresh blueberries that I've washed and dried. And to that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Sorry, I can't talk today. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a tablespoon of cornstarch, and a tablespoon of flour. And we're just, and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. 1 teaspoon. And we're just gonna gently mix this all together. You don't want to stir it too hard because we don't want to break up the blueberries and cause the juice to come out. But you just want to make sure all the berries are evenly coated with the flour, sugar, cornstarch mixture. Okay, now let's get started on our pastry crust. So now let's work on our pastry dough crust. Now normally I would make this in a food processor, but now some of you don't have a food processor, and I don't want that to stop you from making this. So I'm gonna show you how you can make the crust by hand. It'll take you just a couple minutes longer, but you can still do it. And the way I'm gonna show you how to do it is by using a kitchen grater, and we're gonna grate a frozen stick of butter on the largest holes, just like this. And this is going to make it a lot easier to incorporate the flour into the butter, since we don't have the blades to do it for us. And when you freeze it, it's a lot easier to do because it won't stick so much onto the grater. Oops. And try not to cut your fingernails off when you're doing it because this stuff is slippery. Okay. So see? It just makes really fine shreds. And I'm just gonna place that into our bowl. And now to that, I'm gonna add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then what we're gonna do is use our hands and just get in there, and we're gonna mush it all together. Yes, that's a culinary term, mushing. Now you could also use a pastry blender, but not everybody has one of those. So your fingers will do just fine. And we just want to keep going until everything is all blended up, and it's going to look kind of like coarse cornmeal when we're done. And this is basically just like a pie dough, but because it has a little bit of sugar in it, it's more of like a slightly sweet pie dough, or a pâté brisé as they call it in French. And this is probably going to take about two minutes or so to really get it all incorporated. And then after that, you're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of ice water. And I would start off with 2. And then just kind of work it around. And we just kind of want it so it comes together in a ball. And this is exactly how it should look. just like that. And then what you want to do is form it into a disc shape, and then we're going to wrap it in some plastic wrap and leave it in the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll be back. So our pie dough has been resting in the fridge for about 15 minutes. And what I'm going to do now is roll it out into about a 12-inch circle. And I'm just going to lightly flour my board so it doesn't stick. I'm sure you guys have all rolled out dough before, so probably not showing you anything new. However, I am going to put a kitchen towel underneath this cutting board so it doesn't keep moving around. There we go. And maybe you didn't know that trick. But that'll stop your cutting board from moving around. Okay, and I'll be back once I'm finished rolling it out. Okay, I'm back. I finished rolling out my crust to about a 12-inch circle, and I put it on some parchment paper, and now I'm gonna put my blueberry mixture in the center. And now what we're going to do is take the edges of our crust and just fold it over like this, kind of overlapping each section. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look kind of rustic. So it looks like that. So I'm back, and our blueberry galette was baking at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and this is how it looks. Nice and golden brown on top, and I dusted a little bit of powdered sugar. That's completely optional, but I just think it makes it look real pretty. And now the great thing about this tart is in the summer, you can use any kind of fruit you like. Peaches, nectarines, raspberries. All of those kind of fruits work really well for this tart. So I really hope you guys are gonna give it a try, and it tastes really good. If you cut a slice and put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. And as you can see, it's so beautiful, and it's elegant enough for like a dinner party, or just easy and casual enough for a picnic. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye everybody.